This phase of the client build is going to be about cutting these rims down, re-gluing them to make them narrower. I'm going to show you how I do that pretty easily on the drill press. There's a few fine points I wanted to touch on. Okay, first of all, you take everything apart, and it'd probably be a lot easier if you used a driver, right? These are 2mm screws. They're very, very small in diameter. You can see the very small holes that are in there. Okay, and when you've cut this, removed a section, and then you want to put it back together, it's a good idea to bridge the two areas with a fastener. Even though you've glued it, I found the super glue on the roughed up plastic works really good, better than epoxy, but you're still going to want a mechanical attachment, in my opinion, which is why I got these. Now these are 2.5mm stainless. They fit right through the bead lock, no problem. Okay. They're right through it, and they fit in the little detent really nice. Okay. And they're long enough that once they've gone through the bead lock, they'll bridge the material about 3-4 millimeters, which is all I really wanted. The deal is with these is that they are slightly fatter, just a tiny bit fatter than these little black screws, which means these holes are just a little small, and I do not want to deform this plastic as I'm pushing these in here for a couple of reasons. Mainly because I don't want to break the glue bond. So, use a 17/64 drill bit, and it provides the exact right starter hole for these to catch threads. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all around and drill all these holes now. You don't need to see that. So imagine all the holes are drilled, so this is all prepped. You want to do that before you cut. Okay, get everything done. Then you just use a 1024 bolt, okay, machine bolt with a washer and a flat washer and 2 jam nuts. Okay, you get the first nut down tight, then you jam it against the other one so that it's really locked in there, because the drill press is going to want to untighten them. Okay, so that's the setup. Okay, one thing you want to check every single time before you make your cut is just turn this thing by hand and look for up and down change. You can put the blade right next to it. Make sure that it's flat. Sometimes you can massage these. They're so soft and squishy and everything. You can just massage them a little bit to get it. All you got to do is just have it work perfectly for like 5 seconds, and you're going to get your cut. Okay, and I'll just show you how that works. And that's that. That's really all there is to it. Then you take it off, you put the next one on, you do the exact same thing. You cut them all exactly the same. Just wanted to show you the quality of the cut it makes. Super, super nice. However, I'm going to very lightly scuff this on a sanding block and then do the same like this on a sanding block, because the rim sticks down too far. After I've cut a 1/4 inch off of this. When you get your last, whatever, edge cut, then you want to start taking sections out. Just set your height, do everything the same way. One thing you may want to notice is where the blade is entering. The blade is entering just a hair off center. It's not entering before, it's not entering way far, because if it enters way far, it's going to want to track. If it's too far this way, it won't enter properly. You want it to enter just off center. Nice sharp blade, gotta have a sharp blade, or it'll go crazy in the plastic and do all kinds of weird things and deflect. You want it clamped pretty close to the table. You gently insert the blade, you don't jam it in there. Okay, and then you get a result like that. And it's like almost machined flat. Perfect 1/4 inch little whoosh off of it, okay? You're looking at a sanding block with a hole in it. And it's very, very, very handy for me because it's a lot easier than what I was doing before. What I'm doing is I'm putting the rim in there so that it has some place to go. All I got to do is go back and forth a few times like this. That ensures two things: that I got good mechanical, surface advantage for the adhesive grip, tooth, as they would say in jolly old England. Give it some tooth. Just go around like that. It's nothing to it. Doesn't take very long. What I want to see is little scratch marks all the way around, and then I'll know I'm good to go. Basically, I'll take the rims. All I'm going to do with the rims is go like this. They're very flexible. I can't really bear down on them like the other side, so I just got to go around. And then what I'm looking for, so I left a tiny little lip sitting up. I just want to see scratch marks all the way across that whole lip. So I'm going to make sure there's no little pieces of plastic sticking up from all this sanding and trimming and all that crap. Nice. Eyeball engineering right there, bub. As good as she gets. Dear done. And after that, man, let's do another.